Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Meg McLeod. Among our top stories, sentencing day. 3 years after 3-year-old Emma Bingaman of Mount Morris was rushed to a hospital, not breathing, malnourished, and weighing less than 10 pounds. Emma died at the hospital that day. Her parents are being held responsible. They'll now serve decades in prison. George and Destiny Bingaman have now been sentenced to a maximum of 30 years in prison for their roles in Emma's death. Destiny will serve a minimum of 13.5 years. George will serve a minimum of 10 for felony murder, child abuse, and torture. They'll also have been credited with time served. During interviews with police, Destiny admitted to hitting Emma 15 times. George also said Destiny was only feeding her Mountain Dew and yogurt. Physicians and nurses from 21 hospital systems across the state are urging Michiganders to get vaccinated before it's too late. Medical leaders are warning residents as a fourth surge hammers the country. Medical experts say those deaths are preventable, put vulnerable populations at risk, and continue to put a strain on local businesses and economies. More than 1,000 Michiganders are currently hospitalized. Hospital staff are struggling to care for this influx of patients. More than 60% of eligible Michiganders have gotten at least one shot. Nearly 56% are fully vaccinated. And now here's Brian with a look at our forecast.
Thanks very much, Meg. Beautiful day across mid-Michigan on Wednesday. The continuation of this more pleasant turn that our weather and, more importantly, our air mass has taken over the last couple of days. And better news is that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. High pressure here on the First Warn 5 Sky Tracker tonight, positioned over Lake Superior. That's just going to dig its heels in across the Great Lakes over the next several days, taking its time to move slowly east. Honestly, over the better part of the next 4 to even 5 days. More concerningly tonight for folks in the east is that we have what is now post-tropical cyclone Ida, basically the remnants of what was tropical storm Ida, producing torrential rain, flash flooding, and even some tornadoes in parts of eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. High pressure will ultimately help those folks in the east as well by bumping Ida out into the Atlantic Ocean over the next 24 hours. But in the meantime, unfortunately, a rough night ahead for those folks, while our weather here in the Great Lakes remains quiet. And like I said, it's going to stay that way for a bit longer to come. Hour-by-hour forecast from 8 o'clock to midnight. Only thing indicating that we're moving forward in time was the timestamp there. Clear skies expected throughout the overnight period, starting off with a nice bright sunny day, kicking things off, I should say, on a nice bright sunny start to our Thursday morning there. Staying mostly sunny into the lunch hour, so if you want to get outside for that lunch break tomorrow, definitely do so. Weather's looking great for dinner time, whether it's also maybe some games or practices that you're heading to with the kids tomorrow evening as school starts to get underway for a lot of us here. Things are looking to be great for that. A nice Thursday evening, even through the 9 o'clock hour. Then as we head into Friday, we'll start to see some clouds filter on in from the west. Most of these are high clouds, so realistically it's more filtered sunshine rather than completely overcast conditions, but notably cloudier than it will be on our Thursday for sure. Where we get to there, though, a bit of a more fall-like hint in the air, definitely out there tonight, as a lot of us will see low temperatures fall into the upper 40s, especially in a lot of our more inland and outlying locations. We'll stay closer to the 50-degree mark around most of the Tri-Cities, but places like West Branch and Houghton Lake, you could be cruising for the low 40s by the time you get up tomorrow morning. But everybody makes a pleasant recovery on Thursday. Expect high temperatures in the middle to upper 70s and still with low levels of humidity. Clouds increase on Friday, 74 after tomorrow's pleasant high of 75. We stay in the upper 70s for the upcoming start to Labor Day weekend, and even for the holiday itself, we'll stay in those 70s. You see those shower chances popping up Saturday through Wednesday, but don't expect any major weather-related issues as we roll on in to Labor Day weekend.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.